Hi, I'm Jake Birkett from Grey Alien Games, and this is another Pico-8 video for my hobby game Cyberjam. So last time I added a power-up sound and a counter at the top that shows you when the power-up wears off. I had an idea though about how to make it clearer for the player. So on the main tab here, it draws the color in white, the power-up countdown in white. But what I thought I might do is actually check the value and say if player.powerup counter is less than, and then I'm just trying to think about how many seconds you'll want to see it in a different color, red basically. So if I say less than 60 times 3, 60 frames times 3, so 3 seconds, then I could put equals as well. Then, is there a then? Yeah, I've done the then. Okay. Color is, I'm not sure what it is. Is it 8? I don't know. Yeah, 8. It's red. Else, color is white. End. I'm just going to go to the player code here, and when I set the, let's just type in pickup. I think it's the name of the function. Yeah, let's put it at 5 seconds for now. So you pick it up, it's white, and then it goes red, 3, 2, 1, boom, and it goes. Okay, it's something. It's more indication than before. Okay. Now I want to add another power up. So what I want to do is a rapid fire one, because that's going to be really easy. So I'm going to copy this, this sprite. Problem is, if you press the arrows, it moves the sprite sort of left and right. Okay, I'm going to change the image back to okay, I thought about doing a sort of bullet, but having 2 of them, so doing something like, hang on, oops, wrong color. Right mouse click is get color, like a dropper mode. I thought about doing something like this. The problem is it's not going to fit in the middle again, right? This is sort of eternally the problem with tiny little sprites trying to represent things. So that isn't going to work, which is a shame, unless I do something like 1, 2, oops, 3. But again, it looks bad touching the edge. So I can have 2, but I mean, that's just rubbish looking. That, no. I mean, if I could put a times 2 or something, but it's going to be too small to write a letter 2, surely. Don't know. Just trying to think of anything else I could use for rapid fire. Maybe I could do something like, you know, an arrow thing, whoops, something like that, but that's not very clear either, is it? Like I could do 2 of those. This is not going well. Yeah, that doesn't look like anything. Wow, designing pixel art this small is quite tricky. Let's see if I can get the letter 2, number 2 in there. It's just not enough characters. I mean that's a 2, but it touches the top and bottom. Yeah, really having trouble thinking about how I can depict rapid fire, to be honest. Unless I change, part of the issue is that this is an even number of pixels in the middle, and you know, sometimes I need it to be an odd amount. But then, you know, I'll probably make some other power up later and I'll be cursing that it's not an even amount. You know, I could change the size of the power up icon so it wasn't quite so big, and then have an odd amount, but then I'm reducing the pixels even more. I mean, that is about the best I can do. Maybe that. It's pretty rubbish though. I mean, if I just have 2 dots, it looks like a face, or I mean, it's no idea what that means. Huh. You know, I might have to go with that just so we can get on with the coding and you don't get bored with this pixel art. And I'll think about if there's a better way I can depict that. Yeah, that's just really, really difficult to think. Okay. Anyway, this is 105. So let's look at the code in the enemy system. If I look at 104 for the other one, you can see I've got a pattern, which means it bounces up and down. Yeah, I actually can just use an OR here. ID equals 105. Let's change the one on the map screen to that. It does look bad. Right. That will do that. Let's look up 104. Is it anywhere else in the code? Whoops, that's the wrong key press. Find 104. No, it's not used in there. Okay. Yeah, this is interesting. So I could say if it's greater than or equal to 104 or less than or equal to 105 at the moment, this is looking at the range of possible pickups. So instead of setting these manually, like, you know, equals 1, equals 2, whatever, I just say equals just figure this one out. Yeah, e.id minus 103. So when it's 104, it takes off 103 and it's 1. When it's 105, it takes off 103 and its value 2. So when I pick this up, nothing will actually change. Oh, what's the matter there? B.bullet type. Okay. So it's not liking something. Let's look at the pickup code. Pickup. No, sorry. Pickup. Player.powerup type. So something's gone wrong there. I wonder if the code's even reaching this. It should be. If I set a debug value equals 1, let's... Oh, it hasn't crashed this time. Oh wait, it crashes when I fire. Okay. Bullet type. Right. Yeah, I know what the problem is then. So I've been changing the bullet type based on the power-up type, whereas for rapid fire I don't want to change the bullet type, I want to just speed it up. So I'm going to, I'm going to actually paste this in here. This can be bullet type equals 0, and this can be bullet type is power-up type. That's fine. So still doesn't like it. B. All right, it's because it's power-up type. Yeah, okay. So 0 or 1. I'm going to have to do this. Or not 1, 2. Power-up type 2. Right, so it's currently the same. Yeah, I just need to make it be rapid fire. So there's a bullet counter I've got somewhere. Make bullet. I think, let's look at the player details here. I think there's something here to do with fire rate or whatever. All right, let's look up shoot. There's a function called shoot. Shoot cooldown. There it is. So this has to come out of here and go into make bullet. Yeah. So let's find make bullet. And we need, yeah, okay. This can actually be a default because it's not related to the bullet. So that's the default value. So we don't need to set it in there. What we just need is another if player dot powerup type equals 2, which is the rapid fire, then shoot cooldown is 5, half the speed. Let's go. This should be it. This should work. Yeah, nice. That totally works. Good. Okay, I wonder if there's time to do another one, because that didn't take long, did it? Another power up. Thing is, all the other ones are going to take a while. I do want to do the spinning mace, the classic spinning mace. I could also do bouncing bullets. That's actually going to be quite a lot of code, both of those. We could do bombs which drop away. I think the original game had these bombs which curved away from you, so they had a different bullet movement. I could do that, or I could do triple fire. That might be easy to do. Let's do that. So back to the old sprite art. How do we depict that? Something like this. Whoops, with gaps. Yeah, I'm running into the same problem. You know, I'd want something like 1, 2, 3 to show it's triple fire. But wow, maybe I can depict it with sort of a split. So yeah, I mean, does that look like triple fire? Not really. Again, I'm running to this issue where, you know, I wish it was an odd amount, because if it was an odd amount, if it was smaller, I could do this, like to show it's something splitting, maybe that. Or if it was bigger, I could, you know, I could do this, which would mean split fire, and I could actually include that in the middle. Well, this one touches the edge, doesn't it? Do I want to do that with this one? It just looks poor if I make that touch the top and bottom. So maybe I will try to go for a sort of, well, that is that good enough? It's pretty weak, I've got to say. What if there was a thing behind it? No. I am going to just do that for now, just to get it coding, and I'll ponder these icons and see if I can make them better somehow, but I've got to say this is pretty not so good. What if I added another color behind them? Is that any good? Not really. Yeah, I'm just experimenting here. I don't like any of them. Probably any pixel artist watching this are like, oh my god, no, you should just do it like this. Anyway, this will work. So 106. Let's go back to the code. Let's look at the pickup code. So I need to change this to 106 so it's in range. Oh, we can get rid of the debug value. You know what, actually this now needs to be, if it's greater than or equal to 104, less than or equal to 106. Ideally there'd be a constant somewhere which was max power-ups, and I'd use that instead of 106, but this will do. Okay, we need to change it on the map screen to that, and then let's get this working. So where's the player class? I'm going to look up 104. We need it in make bullet, I think. Make bullet. So I need to have a think about how to do this, right? So if power-up type is 3 we're talking about now, I need to make a standard bullet go across, so that's fine. But I also need to do one going up, and I need to probably draw it differently, and one going down. So, and I have to decide how much up and down they're going, like pure 45 degrees. That's probably easiest. Rather, I was thinking, you know, a shallower one, which we could do. Let's go over here and do this. So it could be shallower, sort of. This is not looking so good. Oops. Like this, like a shallow three-way, or you know, a 45 degrees one. So we would do that, I think. Is that the same number of pixels? 6, though it because it's diagonal, of course it looks longer, so don't know, kind of looks rubbish. We could make it shorter, maybe 3, so it looks roughly the same. Yeah, it's possible 45 degrees might not be that good. I'll code this, and I might come back to this and change to, you know, less than 45, sort of 22.5. So it goes across 2 for every one it goes up, but we'll do this for now. Let's flip this upside down. I think there's a key V. Is it V? Yeah, flips it upside down. I'm going to have to position both of these shots carefully. Okay, so 11 and 12. Right, so here's what we need to do. I don't know if we need a different sound. Don't know. Let's do an else if is 3. So this will make one bullet as it did before. We don't need the rapid fire bit. Playing the same sound for now. So let's just test that. Christ, something's gone wrong. What have I done? Okay, I think in the enemy code I said less than or equal to 106. It's because it's or. This should be and. It's funny, I didn't use or. Let's change that to and as well. Yeah. Where were we? Shoot. Oh, make bullet. Somebody told me about a different IDE actually, which allows you to view a lot more code on the screen and jump to function stuff, and then set up some kind of hotkey to run and compile the game in Pico-8. So I might look into that because I am finding this quite difficult to use now I've reached this sort of scope of project. I mean, I've got 5 tabs going on, as well as, you know, numerous different functions in each one. So it's all right if you can search all in one, but when I start to search for a function and it's in another tab, it doesn't find that. There's no find in tabs as far as I know. I mean, maybe there is and I need to look it up. Where were we? So make bullet. Okay, shoot. Make bullet. Here we go. So if it's power up type 3, make one going straight across. Okay, we also need to make a sprite, which was it, 11 and one at 12, so 11. It's just going to spawn, if that spawns at the same coordinates as the other one, this one will look okay, I think. This one's going to need some adjustment on the Y coordinate. So that's 11. Let's just get 11 working first. At the moment, it's just going to fly off sideways. So, oh, and the other one's not even moving at all. That's weird. Why is that? Oh, okay. Huh. It's because I'm setting the speed down here. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Set bullet speed. We'll pass the bullet in, and I will copy all of this. Did I press insert? No. Okay. Point the bullet. Right, so this should set bullet speed. Yeah, that's okay. That's only doing it for one bullet, so we need to apply that to the fat bullet. Where's that? This is type 1. We need to apply it to single bullet. Yeah, I'm going to put a comment in here. Whoops. Okay. And then we need it for the standard bullet going across and the one going up diagonally. But we're going to probably have to pass parameters into this now. So yeah, they're both going off to the side, that's fine. So I'm not necessarily planning on ever altering the DX speed, but maybe it's best to pass it in. So let's go dx comma dy, d meaning delta, change in other words. So we want dx and then minus dx. So bullet speed, where are we? Here we go. We want 2, 0 in the y direction. Here for this one, 2, 0 in the y, 2, and then for the one that goes up, we want to, it's going to have to go up by 2. That didn't work. Okay. Oh, because I just need to set b.dy equals dy. I don't need to do anything when it's flipped around. Okay, that's going down. Whoops. So minus 2. We're getting there. Okay, based on where it starts, it sort of fires out of the player's nose, which is kind of a bit weird. I might have to adjust those coordinates. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust these coordinates, aren't I? Let's put in some offsets. Local offset x equals, we'll try 8 for now. This might be wrong. Offset y, player x plus offset x, player y plus, whoops, that went wrong, plus offset y. Let's check. Oh, so the y is actually okay, of course, yeah, it's bound to be. So we'll keep that 0 for now. appear to be doing anything different with the X. Oh, I think when I pressed Control Z earlier to undo something, that undid that change. Okay, well 8's clearly too much. I think the issue is it might be starting in the right place, but we never see it there. Okay, let's tweak this right back. But if I drop the Y down, yeah, this is weird. Okay, what about 4? This is not going well. What about that? Sort of? It's really hard to see. I'm going to run that again and just have another look. It might do. Yeah, without freeze framing it's really hard to see. Let's put the other sprite in and offset. Right, so we need 12. Let's just zero the offsets for now. Actually, well, we know 1. We're going to want 1. I think it's going to have to be, well, let's zero it and see what happens. And this has to go down instead. It's not bad. I think something's off though. Let's have another look. You know, I've just realised something. If I set the update loop to get rid of 60, it will go down to 30 FPS, and I might be able to see this clearer. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, so I think it needs to either go left or down. Down. Let's try offset 1. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe? Not sure. I think I might need to screenshot that and check it. So I'm going to take a screenshot. Hang on. And I'm just going to look at that in Photoshop. Bear with me, I'm tabbed out of Pico-8 at the moment. Loading up Photoshop, which luckily I've got it on an SSD and it's pretty quick. It's just doing the last bit now. Okay. So I'm studying this in Photoshop, and yeah, the X coordinate is good for them both. The Y might be slightly off. 96 above, below. Oh, I'm doing this too imprecisely. Just bear with me. Of course, when I took a screenshot, it's not in Pico-8 pixels. It's much more expanded. 99, 90. All right, so it's not down far enough. It needs to come down 1. So that would be offset wise 2. What does that look like? Looks okay here. I'll just double check that in Photoshop. Hang on. Yeah, I'm looking at this in Photoshop and it looks okay. It does appear though that the diagonal ones are ahead of the one in the middle, so that's not quite what I want. Yeah, it looks like they're ahead by sort of 1 pixel. So I could shift it all left, but I don't know if that's going to look bad. Let's go back to offset 0. Yeah, maybe that's okay. Yeah, okay, let's go back to 60 FPS and run again. Yeah, that's pretty good. Nice. Okay, so what I need to do next, I'll do this next time, is obviously the collision detection for those is not going to be right. The dot it's using to check the collision is based on the horizontal bullet, so it's going to be off. And also the stars that you see when it hits the walls, they're in the wrong place. More obvious if I fire against this wall. Yeah, the upper one is definitely off. The lower one actually kind of looks quite good. Yeah, so I just need to fix. I need to fix the collision detection and where they hit the wall. So that will be in the next video. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.